Welcome to the Musa video blog. So I have to apologize for last week before the festival of Shavuos. I was planning to do a video blog, but we had, I guess you'd call it a first world crisis. And thank God everything worked out, everyone's okay. But it kept us very busy. But now everything's fine and everyone's happy. So I will talk to you today about what I was going to say last week. The festival of Shavuos was just this past Sunday and Monday. It's the festival in which we call Zaman Matan Torasenu, the time when we got the Torah. And without getting into the details, but that was one of the greatest spiritual moments in the history of the world, as the Torah depicts it. Something interesting, the Torah tells us that the Jewish people arrived at Mount Sinai a few days before that. And our sages tell us that they were united. All the Jews got along, which in itself is one of the greatest miracles of the Torah. But it seems like that's a prerequisite for achieving great spiritual heights, that there needs to be harmony between people. And if we think about it, it makes a lot of sense, because to really be spiritual, someone has to be able to get along with others. Because being spiritual is about letting go of oneself. Getting outside, it's not about me. Recognizing there's something else besides me. There's a higher force, there's a God. But part of that is also to recognize there's other people. And it's not only what I want, but a lot of people have a lot of different desires and a lot of different free will choices that govern them, and they don't always align with exactly how I would like things to be. So it's important to get out of ourselves, and an important measure, a barometer of that is how we deal with others. So you hear about people that maybe say they are spiritual. Well, they might like doing spiritual activities, they might like to pray, they might like to meditate, you name it. Other things, go outside looking at the beautiful sunset or something like that, which are, could be very spiritual, and people like that, so they consider themselves very spiritual. But if someone doesn't get along with others, someone who has tension, someone who says the wrong things, does the wrong things, thinks bad thoughts, then there's something deficient in their spirituality. And that's a prerequisite for being truly spiritual. But I'd like to leave you with just some concrete thought on that, because, let's be realistic. This idea, you have to really love everybody and get along with everybody. Well, let's face it, there's some people that we're kind of like this. Like, we're just not on the same page. You tell a joke, they don't find it's funny. They tell a joke and they're cracking up and you don't get it at all. They get all excited about A, and A, I could care less about that. I get excited about B. And so on and so forth. And even the way we communicate, even the words that we use, the choice of our expressions are so different that we're not going to be good friends. So what does it mean that you don't have to love each other and be united? So I would just like to put it like this, that it doesn't mean we have to be best friends with everybody. Sometimes other people's behavior is not the path that we should take, and it may be even counterproductive for us to be very friendly with them, because we'll pick up habits that are not in our best interest. So, but what's the key? The key is that I recognize that there are many pathways of spirituality. And I respect their right to follow their own pathway. And even if they do things that I may find troublesome, obnoxious, I have to respect who they are, who that person is, and acknowledge that it's not just the way that I do it, that there are other pathways, and respect it, and respect them as people, and even feel a positive feeling, a love that I hope they succeed in what they do. Now, just as a point of order here, that I'm not talking about criminal behavior. There's definitely certain behaviors that we can condemn and feel bad about, and we really are upset with these people. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the everyday, challenges, the obnoxiousness, the vicissitudes, all these little things that get under our skin. Those type of things. We have to recognize that not everybody's the same, and they may do certain things, and I may find it like so darn obnoxious. But I wouldn't call them criminal. I wouldn't call them bad people because they act in that way. So I have to open up my heart and truly recognize that there might be another way, and give them their space, give them my blessing, and really truly feel a happiness for them in their spiritual path. If we can do that, that takes us a long way to being truly spiritual people. See you next time.